We're choosing ourselves. We're starting over. We're letting go of the toxic people. We're finding our voice. We are stepping out into the world, our full, authentic self. We are not tolerating anything that we were tolerating in our 20s, in our 30s, in our teens. This is 40. And we're starting over, and I'm taking you along with me on the journey, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna try, and we're gonna fall and get back up and try again. My name is Crystal Faye, and welcome to Crystal's Faye YouTube channel. I am a mother of two beautiful boys, and I have been married for 10 years. And I'm excited about this journey that I'm on. I am excited about this new lease on life. You know, I turned 40 this past May, and it was like a new epiphany had arose in me, right? You know, they say that men go through like a midlife crisis. I don't know if this is my midlife crisis. However, I do think that in this season, I have found my voice to choose myself, right? This world is crazy. You know, life is short. I don't know what it is about turning 40, but you realize that life is short, right? And with that being said, let's get into number one. You don't got time for toxic people, baby. No. We want the next 40, 50, even 60, if God bless us with those, to be full of joy and people who love you. Whether it is family or friends, we are letting go of the toxic people. My grandmother had a stroke. Had 5 strokes, to believe it or not. She's 80 and she had 5 strokes this June. And I think that, along with me turning 40, made me realize that I need to evaluate who I'm carrying along with me in this next chapter of my life. Example, I had an aunt, right, who severely, I feel like, disrespected me. Right. And I think for no reason at all. And it went low. She was like, you think that you're better than everybody. You stuck up and all that. And I said, oh, okay. I kind of got a little ticked off. But you know what? I had to catch myself. It was like, it's no need to get mad. It's no need to get frustrated. You know what that is? That is God letting me know that that person, as long as they're stuck in that mentality, cannot go with me on my further journey in life, No, you don't need to be around me. You don't need to be around my children. And you sure don't need to be around any of my celebrations or success where God has me going. I don't need it. And you don't need it. Whether it is a boyfriend, a cousin, an aunt, a sister, a brother, that is number one. In starting over, we are letting go of toxic people. We are checking off the ones who are cheering for me. And it's not just the aunt. I have had many friends throughout my life fall off. And at first I used to be sad. I used to be like, man, I want a friend. Yeah, we all want a friend. But if I don't have a friend, baby, you better be your friend to yourself, honey. And that's what you better learn. Learn how to be your number one friend. Right? And the next one is finding a voice. And that kind of ties into what I said, letting go toxic people. Let your no be your no and your yes be your yes. I can recall seeing, I think it was one of the Olsen's twins from Full House. She was like, at a young age, her parents taught her no is a complete sentence, right? I never was taught that. In my household, we always had to do what the adults told us to do, which is no problem. You know, boundaries and structure is important. However, I believe that I became a people pleaser. And that spilled out in my marriage, that spilled out in my family, like not knowing how to say no to my mother, extending myself to my grandmother, extending myself to other family members, wanting to be liked. And at this point of my life, I don't care if you don't like me. I like myself. And my no is my no. And if I can't do it, I cannot do it. And I have to live with that. And I'm okay with living with that. That's what finding your voice is. And then on the flip side, finding your voice can be something like this. I've tried to do YouTube here and there, but this year has really taken off for me. I like myself more. I'm showing up for myself more. I like what I see when I look in the mirror. I am confident. That's finding your voice, sis. If you don't like how your hair is, change it. If you don't like the way you're dressing, change it. Embrace it. Embrace a new color. You know, go on that trip, travel, take that opportunity, sis. Find yourself, find your voice, and stand up for you, because no one is going to stand up for you like you. And I've learned that the hard way through family, right? Through family throwing you under the bus. The next one is losing a weight. And that kind of goes into my point with, like, if you don't like how you look, change it. And I'm going to be honest, when I was 38, I started this journey called the 40-Day Turn-Up. It was by this gentleman by the name of Dr. Joe. He's out of Atlanta. He has this whole workout regimen, and I lost about 25 pounds. And I loved how I looked, honey. I was 38 out here wearing a belly top, honey, with 2 babies, and I was enjoying it. And then at 39, I started to pick up a little bit of the weight, but I still was feeling confident by myself. But then when my grandmother had that stroke, I took a tumble. I took a dive, and something clicked. And it was like I was eating my emotions, my fears of losing my grandmother, because my grandmother was like a second parent to me, caused me to eat. Was telling me, like, you deserve that chocolate cake. Life is too short. You can have that second glass of wine. You can order Wingstop. You can celebrate life. And it caught up with me. And before you knew it, I gained all the weight back. And I'm not happy with myself. I don't like the way I look, right? And that's a part of this starting over journey. I don't have to be stuck here. I know how I used to look at the weight that I was comfortable in. And it is up to me to get back there. And it is okay to say, okay, we're going to start over. We're going to reset. And God is so good, because the 40-Day Turn-Up has this second program called Reset, and it starts in October, and I signed up for it, and I am looking forward for the accountability. And in the meantime, I am drinking more water. I am going for more walks. I am meal prepping. I am trying to watch what I eat, but I am excited about October, the start of my new journey to lose this weight. And I don't care what you say. When you feel healthy on the inside and you feel that you look your best on the outside, you are the best version of yourself, mentally and physically. Because when you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, that messes with your mental, right? So lose the weight, and I was even telling my husband, which I don't know if I am serious or not, but I'm like, if I want a little Botox, I'm gonna get a little Botox. If I want a little lift here and there, get it. It is okay. It is okay. And lastly, and I'm not gonna hone on this too much, but finances, right? 40 is that age where we have to take accountability for where we are in life. And if we don't like it, we have to change it. And changing it may be buckling down, budgeting, even though maybe sometimes we don't like that word, budgeting, putting yourself on the budget, letting people help you, investing, saving. This is your second lease on life, and you need to get things in order, right? I don't want to bore you, because I can go on and on and on about my journey of starting over at 40. However, I am excited. I went on 2 interviews, and I didn't get the job. Neither one. This economy is crazy. However, that showed me to be like, even if they don't open the doors for you, you got to find a way to pivot and open the doors for yourself. Start to trust God, throw everything at the dartboard and just see where God takes you. And that's what we're doing on this journey. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Join this journey of Crystal Faye finding herself, embracing her voice, letting go toxic people, and losing this weight this fall, you guys. Once again, thank you for watching. If you really like this content, once again, subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments, what are you doing at 40, at 50, at 60? Because it doesn't have to be 40. You can start over at 35. You can start over at 39, honey. We're starting. We're choosing ourselves. We're finding our voice and we're letting go of toxic people. Let me know, what are you doing? What are you doing, sis? Let's get into it together.